gentlemen, welcome back to AS Astrology. So, today's topic will be on Virgo Ascendant. So, first of all, as I always say, that ascendants are to be seen that which house is coming to the ascendant. The first and foremost, simplest logic is that. So, okay, of course, we are talking about Virgo Ascendant. Logic is the utmost thing of importance. So, Virgo Ascendant people. Virgo Ascendant is originally, the sign of Virgo is originally the sixth house. So, sixth house matters comes to their ascendant. What that means is, first of all, such people are very argumentative. They are very good with debating skills. A Virgo person can make you feel that your point is not as accurate than theirs, because they can go into the minute details, the slightest details, and they can prove you wrong with that. So first thing is that. Secondly, since sixth house is originally the house of health issues, diseases, so such people are always, they always have something going on with their health. I'm not saying very major things, but slightest things on daily basis, like cold, cough, or any thing similar to that, will have the least amount of debts, because they are so budgetary, they are so calculative with money, where to spend, where not to spend, how logically a person should spend. That's why they have the tendency to have very minimum amount of debts, or no debts. Even if they have to take some debts, they pay it off as soon as they can. The next thing you will observe with Virgo ascendant people is that they have two things. Either they will communicate the slightest thing they have done in their life or in their daily life, okay, or they'll just be cutthroat and to the point. So these are their two behaviors. It depends upon how the other person is, how close the other person is, they will act accordingly. Then, since sixth house originally represents the day-to-day work, so you will see such people do very good with repetitive work, repetitive routine work, and they are very serving in nature. Though Virgo ascendant people are very criticizing, they can, because you see, they communicate and they nitpick the slightest details. They communicate even the slightest details. Their concentration is towards the detailing. So that causes them to be very critical of the things. And you will see, if a person is Uttara Falguni ascendant, you'll see such person is a very good critic. If that person says that something, if they are very good at giving reviews basically. So if that person says that a particular restaurant is not good, that is not worth money, then that will be the final opinion, I would say. That will be the final result, because they are very good at analyzing the pros and cons altogether. And one thing also you will notice is that they will always they are always thinking in their mind, they are always thinking that what are the pros and cons of their actions. Then you will see that Virgo ascendant people always are trying to maintain the relationship with their family, and they are always trying to balance their savings. Their mind is so much towards the savings, towards the finances, because see, the sign of Virgo is the second earthy plus practical sign. So most of their concentration is on the finances, and on top of it, sixth house is the Artha house. So that also gives a reason for their practicality. And then they marriage will also have some influence of their family. Such people can be very creative and negotiable with their communication. You'll see Virgo ascendant people to be very good with calculations, with numbers. That is why most of the accountants, most of the people who are mathematicians and people who are dealing with numbers or accounts or calculations, you can see Virgo is highly dominant in their chart, or they can be Virgo ascendant. Since there is also the involvement of the nakshatra Hasta, that is why Virgo ascendant people are very hardworking as well. If the ascendant or the ascendant planet, which is Mercury, that falls in the nakshatra of Hasta, such people will be very good with some skill which is done by their hands. And they'll like, because you see, Hasta nakshatra is the representation of fist, of your courage and of your working through your hands. So these people are very much hardworking. And the other two nakshatras we observe is Chitra, and then it comes Uttara Falguni. So Uttara Falguni is a nakshatra which is about maintaining cordial relationships with other people. Uttara Falguni nakshatra is a fixed nakshatra, and that makes a person have a partner, or the person himself. If the Uttara Falguni is associated with the 7th house, then the partner, and if with the ascendant, then the person himself. So such people are very much adamant about their responsibilities and their commitments. So Uttara Falguni nakshatra makes them very good at serving other people, at having cordial relationships with other people. Then the nakshatra of Chitra is highly creative. The representation of Chitra is the tigress. So they have very much courage, and they are extremely bold while dealing with the conflicts of their life. Because see, 6th house is also the house of conflicts. So conflicts come natural to them. Naturally, they are always indulged in tiny or some huge conflict. And they are conflicting personalities as well. So another thing is that they have some karma related to their younger sibling. What happens is that their younger sibling is very much secretive, sensitive, sensuous. And this might create, they are very sensitive towards their younger sibling, but they will always, at some point of time, they will feel hurt or betrayed by the younger sibling. Now you'll see that such people will have secretive communication with other people, with friends. These people go very deep while communicating. They can also be the one who communicate deep, dark secrets with their friends. So one thing you'll observe is such people are perfectionists, and they are very critical of their body. 6th house also represents the house of exercises, house of gymming. Because in a gym, or when you are doing some workout, it requires repetitive work. So it also represents that, and such people are very critical of how they are looking, how their personality is being portrayed. And one more thing I have observed in my experience is that when Virgo sign is dominant in someone's chart, or if there is Virgo ascendant, Virgo moon, or Virgo Venus as well, such people are very good with drawing, and they can even be, if it is a female or male, doesn't matter, they can also be into makeup industry, fashion industry. One thing you will observe is that Virgo ascendant people can have very emotional and in-depth conversation with other people. Then the other thing we will observe is that their mother is quite a philosophical, rigid with the belief system, and spontaneous individual. And their mother is the one who acts as a guide for them. who acts as a guru for them. And internally as well, because fourth house is the heart of the horoscope. It represents how you are internally, how your heart is. So in your heart you are very philosophical, you like guiding other people. So one thing is that their mother will be a guide, but their mother can be very strict towards them. Because see, Jupiter is a guru who is basically an old cranky headmaster. The way can be challenging, but the motive is to guide. The motive is to suggest, give best of the suggestions. Then you will see such people will have very restricted relationship with their children. And even there can be some restriction with their education as well, because fifth house is the house of education, and love matters as well. In love, whenever they are in a relationship, in a romantic relationship, they are very much too responsible, dutiful towards the other person, but they have a certain boundaries or restrictions in the relationship, in the romantic relationship. The other thing we will observe is that such natives will receive support from their children. Their children can be criticizing as well, but they can criticize just in order to support you, in order to criticize you to do better. So support comes from subordinates, you can say, from childlike people. The other thing you will observe is that since the trinals are ruled by earth signs, you'll see such people are comparatively much more grounded in their nature. Then such people can end up into conflicts with large group of people, or they might not have a lot of friends, since the original 11th house comes to the 6th. They can be very eccentric and outcast about their debts, about their conflicts. And the other thing you will see is that such people are oblivion about how to deal with the matters of marriage. They get a spouse who is very much confusing and always in some dilemma, always stuck between two choices. You know, Pisces sign represents a person who will go round and round into talking but never come to straight to the point. So here comes the difference, where the sign of Virgo is to the point, very analytical, very logical. Directly opposite to it, the sign of Pisces can be very illogical. More of emotions are there than the logic. So that thing agitates them. That thing makes them frustrated. That's why they are oblivion about how they are going to deal with their spouse. They sometimes feel that they just don't want to deal with their spouse. Then such people are very much into taking out the secrets of life. Because see, the original sign of Aries goes into the 8th house. So the mind goes into the 8th house. Such people can also be associated with some secret activities that can simply land them into conflicts. So you see, everything is somehow interconnected to each other. And their relationship with their spouse's family will be competitive, and they can be impulsive towards them. It's not that their relationship with the spouse's family will not be good. Actually, rather than this, their mind is always towards their spouse's family. Their mind is towards how they should deal and how they should communicate with their spouse's family. They can even act as a healer and helpful towards their spouse's family. The other thing you'll observe is that their father is a very stable and practical person. They can be very sensuous and interested in having a good luxurious lifestyle. So they are very much stable. I would say they are very much grounded in their knowledge and how to deal with things. Even they get gurus in their life who are very practical, and somehow they are very much into getting the knowledge of their traditions, of their family traditions, of their ancestors. Then you will see that they have a lot of fluctuations in their career and in their workspace as well. Because as told earlier as well, that Gemini, the sign of Gemini causes very much fluctuations, because Mercury is a planet who does not stay at one place. Mercury is always moving here and there. Mercury is very experimentative. So that's why they have fluctuations. I wouldn't say fluctuations, but they can change multiple jobs or multiple careers. Or they can be involved in more than one career or business. Now they are very much emotional towards or for their social network circle or their elder sibling. And even their elder sibling is very nurturing and nourishing towards them. They get that motherly behavior, motherly love from their elder sibling. And one more thing you will observe is such people find their comfort while they are interacting with large organizations, with spiritual large organizations, or with large group of people, network circles. The next thing you will see is such people are subconsciously very imaginative and very creative with their imagination. Now, I know most of the people think that if a person has a ascendant which is related to Venus, or moon related to Venus, or Venusian qualities or Venusian placements, then they think that such a person will be involved in fashion, in beauty, and in creativity. But more than that, I have observed that people with Virgo dominance or Leo dominance or other sign dominance are more creative and artistic. Because see, Venus is just the pleasure. Venus is expressing themselves. It's not about expressing. First of all, creativity is about creating and then expressing. So Virgo also plays an important role. So guys, this was my analysis on Virgo ascendant. Let me mention again that these are the foundational level predictions. This may or may not resonate depending upon the planetary placements, because planetary placements and nakshatra placements add the flavor to the predictions, and they give the accurate predictions. So guys, I hope this is helpful. And if you guys want to have personal readings from me, you can contact me on the link below, www.asastrology.com, and under the reading section you can book a personal reading for yourself. So next will be Libra ascendant. Till then, see ya.